If there's any lesson to be learned from history, is that violence really doesn't change anything. It maybe affords an immediate means of venting one's frustration and disillusionment. So that the people who want to see change, make the world a utopia, completely overlook the nature of man. That is, man is made up of virtue and vice, of joy and sorrow, of happiness and elation and ups and downs. But you see, what these young idealists want is a world where everything will be perfect, and everything will be beautiful, and everything will be love. I think it will be a drag, frankly. So people say, well, you're a cop-out because you're not involved in a revolution. Well, that's their opinion, and they are entitled to it. But when you really look at what the revolutions had wrought, when you look at Cuba, or you look at the Soviet Union, or you look at any other place, the many countries in Africa, my own country of Nigeria, you look what revolutions have wrought, then you cannot, if you're in your right mind, be a party to that kind of insanity. Talking about cultural heroes, I don't have any. And I think the only person who comes close to that, for me at least, is not Che Guevara, or Castro, or even any of the black leaders here in America or in Africa. My cultural hero, surprisingly as it may sound, is Alan Watts. And I think he's my hero because he preaches a kind of philosophy that stresses the unitive aspect of all men and nature. And I think this is what we need. He makes the point over and over again how religion, how the nonsense of racism, how the nonsense of political ideology has done nothing but bring about division among men, between cultures. And he stresses over and over again that you are me and I am you. Therefore, as the people that I interact with determine who I am as much as I determine who they are. And to that extent, we are, all of us, one people. My life is not lived according to the color of my skin. I have managed to transcend that. I live my life, as fully as I can as a human being. The only real jolting experience was the experience with the girl that I was dating, whose parents came down and really freaked out when they discovered that the little white daughter was dating a black man. And I wasn't going to compromise with them and say, I will be dating you and I'll see if we could, somehow get your parents to be reasonable about it, or somehow try to convince them that I too, in spite of the darkness of my skin and the kinkiness of my hair, that somehow maybe there may be a grain of humanity in me. I just wasn't. I'm through with that propaganda crusading trip of trying to prove your humanity as a black man. I don't do it, so I just called it off. I say that my only one ambition in life is not to have any ambition at all, and just to live life as it comes, here and now.